So, what is your name and how old are you?
My name is Jay Patel, and I'm 38 years old.
Where are you from?
I'm from India,
Where in India?
in Delhi. That's capital of India, so it's a big city.
Okay, so in India, what is it like?
There's more social life over there. Social life as in you meet and meet more people every day-to-day basis. Here in US, you meet only on Facebook. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's kind of true, actually.
So other thing is good about US is everything is systematic in US, whereas in India there's no set guidance or guidelines to do anything. They are getting there, but it's still a developing country versus US is a developed country.
Mhm. So, when did you come to the US and what was the reasoning behind it?
Came in 2003 in November. I came through a company that was US based and they wanted SQL DBAs. I think they didn't have enough I'm actually a database administrator in SQL, which is a type of a database, and at that time there were not enough DBAs in US that were there.
Mhm.
So they sponsored my visa and brought me here to work for a US company. So I was working for Reynolds and Reynolds in Dayton, Ohio.
So, what was your first impression?
First few days were difficult for me. I didn't have nobody here, and plus I landed in November, as I said, and there was no car. And one of the things that is different in US and India is in US car is kind of a necessity.
Absolutely.
Without that, I had to walk, even though my hotel where I stayed was 3 miles, but I had to walk 3 miles to go to work. So that was, first few days was difficult, and I was vegetarian then. First day I went in McDonald's and asked for veggie burger, and they all started looking at me, what is veggie burger? So that was the difference. But then slowly I got used to it.
So, what would you say your best and your worst part of the year was, of your first year?
The bad was the first week. I was because that was my first job in US, so I didn't know. Normally in India, when you go to your first job, you just dress up and go in a suit and tie and all. So I was wearing that, and I was walking the 3 miles, and there was a school right in my way. So there were some school kids. They were laughing at me, I guess, and making some comments that I was wearing a suit and was walking. So I did just ignore and went. But then where I was working, also my manager said you don't need to dress up in US and you're fine. So that was a little, I don't know whether you can call it embarrassing but
Yeah.
it was bad
Yeah.
situation. The good part, when I got the car and I was driving all around and went to New York, Times Square and all, that was I saw the city life, because I was in Dayton and New York, how it's different, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's where I enjoyed. There was a week vacation in New York was the best part in that first year.
Mhm. Did you fly in straight to Ohio, or did you stop somewhere and then come to Ohio?
They had a branch in Iowa, so for first 15 days I stayed there in the Iowa, and they were actually assigning me a project, and at Iowa branch they assigned me a project in Dayton and also I came in Greyhound bus, they sent me Greyhound, so I came in Dayton. So, but I landed in Davenport, Iowa.
Do you ever get homesick? Do you ever miss where you live?
Initially, for first couple of years, I was, because I was all alone. Then I got married and had family, and my parents came from US. Now they are also citizens of United States. So the whole family, the closest family is here. So I don't feel like going back to India. But there are so many things that we still miss, like the food.
But what was the most prominent difference in culture?
Like you see people on the street, you can interact and talk. That's where I was talking that in India there's a social life. In here, I don't even know my neighbors. Even after 10 years where I stay, they come and go, and I just wave them hand, like wave them. That's all. No interaction at all.
And lastly, what is your favorite food? Indian and then American.
The name of the dish is samosa, S-A-M-O-S-A. It's a triangular shape of tortilla.
Oh,
oil,
yeah.
And then it has potatoes and some spices in there. And now Cheesecake Factory started making chicken samosa, so they have it. I don't know why they started, but it's that is one of the favorite. It's not a, I don't know if it's called a dish, but it's kind of an appetizer also. You can have it anytime. Most that I like is Mexican food here, and that is chimichanga. So that is my favorite. Either with beans or chicken, those are fine. So
That's all the questions I have. Anything you'd like to add or share with my American history class?
I was saying that you wanted to know more about immigration process.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I can give you more details because even there are different kind of visas that US give to everyone like who is coming as an immigrant. I was fortunate. I came as I came on working visa because of through a company. But after coming here, it's a temporary visa. I have to go back after 6 years. But to get citizenship, you have to get naturalized, and the way you can do it is through the company, which takes 10 years, or through a marriage. And I got married to American citizen, so I got within 6 months. But interesting thing is, if now I'm citizen of US, I sponsored my parents and they got in 6 months. But if I sponsor my sister, it takes 20 years for her to get the visa. So even though I've sponsored her, she doesn't have any hopes of getting it. So she's in US. So that's how it's. They have like categories of visas because the queue is so long of the people who are waiting. That right now the file, they're processing the applications that were filed in 99 or 96 or something like that. So that's why it takes 20 years for them to get naturalized. I don't know whether that's important for your class or not.
No, it's
but,
completely on topic.
I can send you or him a link which would give you more detail, like for each country they'll say they're processing right now which category for which application also, like they'll in September they'll say they're for India for this category they're processing this year. So from that you can make out how long it takes for people to get. It's not easy. Even though people are building walls for build so that we don't come here, but it's not that easy. So,
We're done. That's it.
Cool.
Thank
All
you.
right. Yeah.